least the most exciting match for us. Almost certainly. Magisk gets the first kill, the second as well, and he is keeping the pace high, bringing it on from the first map. He is absolutely destroying everybody in the first map, and has already gotten 3 kills here on the first pistol of map 2. Zeus in CT spawn with one other teammate scouring around the halls, and he even goes down without being able to fight. And then Xyp9x came through with the last 2 kills. He had a lot of health. He could have still gotten those last 2. He just had amazing B plays round after round. And here we buy time for the next round as Electronic tries to get some frags. Attempts to pick up another gun.
That was like a loop station. Whoa. Spray down for debris is good.
Edward, even in this spot, is not in the most optimal spot. I mean, that smoke doesn't do much. It's not going to delay him from crossing. It actually seems to encourage Glaive to come through the CT smoke itself to try to get ahead of the rotator. Edward mollied out of position, but the flash is the most important part to keep him in place.
That's such a nice little tidbit of utility, the 1-2 punch. And he is coming around these coffins. UG ready to rock and roll, but Magisk, he's revealed himself in Simple knows, but he just can't get that 5th kill.
I want to say he's actually just sitting at the top of Banana, waiting for a mistake to be made. 3 CTs here, but they spot the bomb. This is an interesting piece of information. It's also in an awkward spot in the long haul. Can't grab that easily.
You'd think, but Magisk is going to find it for free because Flaming ejects from the apartments. Who is that back there? It is Simple. So a complex situation. Smoke over the top. The smoke's going to block it all up. They could plant within this. And that's the attempt here. Simple's not going to find the spray down. Device right through, but he's denied by Zeus. And Magisk back up 6 seconds. He needs to commit to this plant or just line up all these kills. And that's a hell of a task. 1 second left now. He cannot die, and he won't, it seems. He's just at the final few seconds. Commit to your guns, as NaVi will. Burned out in the open as Edward. Oh, man. Blade through smoke. Who would have guessed it?
A man behind enemy lines, and Zeus has his back turned. They're just not aware of the threat here.
This is weird. This is Weaselly. But sure enough, Dupree catches him. That's a shocker for Zeus. Falls on Electronic. And he knows that he's going to be hit from multiple directions, but just how many? You'll never know. The frag grenades come sailing inwards. Blown out of the equation, and that leaves NaVi to save.
You know, took some initiative and found an opportunity to actually turn the corner, get into the CT spawn. I guess that's what we saw there.
Oh. Yep, that 3-man lane setup about to be tested. We felt the heat in many a direction, but Electronic will maintain it. Makes the most of that MP9 and keeps Astralis on their heels for just a moment. Device trades 1, and Magisk then catches an angle out from the boiler door. That MP9, bit of a bullet hose. Astralis, they are still making noise, but it's not as though this is a fake. They are on the cusp of this bomb site. Electronic fighting another, cuts down the time to 15 seconds, and Edward attempts to strike from the flank. The bomb's now been spotted out, and Glaive has to get going. They need to get Electronic out of this position. If Glaive is going to safely plant bomb, he crosses over. He's denied that plant, and Simple's fires off. Device left to clutch. Jumping dink, why not? A solid pit play from Electronic. Now let's try a different flavor.
Why not? Automatic weapon.
Ooh, good old banana charge. 3 players here, or maybe only 2. Edward sees nothing other than dust and a bullet to the eyes. But at least, you'd think, I was going to say, at least you'd think Zeus would just cool his jets, hold the cross. Looks like it's all going to fall into Simple, who now faces off what was versus an M4. Picked up by Magisk, with much more HP. Simple also has Electronic just on the cusp of the site, but he's being pressured, Simple, and he's just going to manage to weather this storm. How exactly? With the help of Electronic.
Wow, have the utility to kill him without seeing him, and now he has a really favorable angle for a deagle. He's going to be happy to take that fight, and he knows there's one more.
2 rounds in a row. Simple bamboozled at this point. At this point, finally, Electronic's going to get himself up through mid. Bomb's already past the halfway point. They do still have the kit, but they don't have the kills. Dupree certainly does, and there's the last one. Astralis coming in hot. Astralis have been all in on a lot of these plays. Also the big question of numbers. When those CTs die at B so quickly, you know, Edward, for example, behind boxes, he never had a body count. He just knew there was a lot of feet moving forward. They were coming fast, almost as fast as Simple blasts Xyp9x back. the apartments was denied, but Dupree still resides inside. And Electronic on the balcony is the next in line. He's got a headshot, and he falls downwards, welcoming them in. We've seen him float around this position quite well, but he has no more teammates to work with, so at this point, it's the bomb plant for Astralis.
You've got to stay here and wait for support from a flash or something else from within the B site. But if you cross back, we'll kill you. And then that's exactly what Astralis did. Small thing maybe is that Flamey doesn't have his M4A1, which he normally has. Zipix goes down early. Zeus gets some redemption.
Little aggression.
Yeah.
He threw himself down banana a couple of times, and now he's
Right.
going to get apps. I mean, it's nice to see him kind of, leaders at the helm. But it's not only the apartments being aggressed. We do have this double man setup inside of banana, and Device just snaps Simple straight back. Instantly falls onto Edward.
And there it is. Device just off that shoulder peak. Gets so much info. Edward plays the angle really carefully. Stops just in time for a Device to spray. Even on Dust too, he was pretty quiet, but it's like they didn't need him at all. You know?
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's like he's got 3 kills, but I've only now just noticed. It's not like there's this outlier and we're trying to figure out what's wrong. It's just, easy day in the office. Sometimes you work with your eyes closed. Electronic upgrades guns.
Oh my god.
Just in time to deny Magisk.
That's crazy.
Walk through smoke, he's got you. Glave's going to get dinked in the process here. So sure, we maintain a 3v3 number count.
And this is one of the most interesting situations in Counter-Strike. There's still enough players that you can be very strategic, and there's still enough utility and time that there are a lot of options for the Ts to play the game. And when they're on even footing, there it is. They're now man up.
Let's see what you're made of. Grabs bomb. Oi! Can't find himself any safety. It's full contact. And this has been a bit of a bodied situation at times. It's Flamey to open up shop, and Dupree denied. Looks to get a little curious. Now Zipex going to peer down banana with a player up close and one at a far. This is looking convincing from NaVi, and it's the perfect way to come back from that 10-5 half. But Glave's not dead. And he's already popped a couple heads. He has Device as well to try and pry from the other side. Oh, now they know. They have confirmation on all 3 players. You've got a head stack behind Nubox, and you had that duel that Device was trying to find versus Edward. Now there's a couple more crisp headshots. It is Flamey. Goodbye.
My god.
Glaive and Device with a 2v5 in a fantastic pistol.
Spawn. That's how thorough they're being.
Yeah, very wary of any corner creepers.
Oh, that's a big kill.
It most certainly is. You could just see how Astralis opt to run down banana. They want to make sure they don't get hit by that 2-pronged assault, and it's going to all fall on Glaive. Perfect flashbang as Electronic clears the threat of the B bomb site.
But then for him to go down, and I think for Glaive, yeah, it was actually Zipix to go down, not Magisk, my mistake. And now, Astralis have decided to buy once again, and to have done this even after having low utility.
Good off angle here.
Yeah, for real. It's not something you'd clear very easily.
Nose is close. Can't win the duel.
That was awkward. That was awkward because he had to run forward, not sideways, or he would have eaten the flash. And so he wasn't in a comfortable spot.
Magisk has to hit him from behind, and sure enough, Edward's gonna die. NaVi now split, and mid's been taken back. This is Dupree establishing a man advantage and pushing it onto what we consider the heaviest hitters for NaVi. But a pressured situation and not a perfect smoke. Electronic's gonna get chipped down to 58 as Simple prioritizes plant. They're being enveloped, but Simple's got that first duel in his pocket. Play close proximity here. Stay within the site. Simple's just going to do all the heavy lifting. Dupree drops him in the end, so it will be Electronic at bat, but he's got himself a nice position, and Dupree's going to get frantic here, enabling his kill.
But it was Astralis in the first half to kind of win it kind of consistently. There it is, off angle from Zipix. It's a check on library to make sure no one's on the big flank, and then he goes through, and Edward can't stop himself in time to kill Device. Could have been an opportune moment. 3 players rotated over to B, and Device gets that 1 kill.
Right, and the bomb's gonna have to run in here. This is 10 seconds left for NaVi. Astralis have managed this rotation at just the most perfect of times, and now it's all denied. No entry. Dupree comes in with a couple kills, and that rotate just barely works out. Yep. And opts not to hang around the sandbags. He wants the safety of the B site.
Yeah, you can see it cross his mind.
Oh, nice little 2-man cross setup there. Magisk denies Flamey, and Dupree strikes by surprise. Edward, more concerned with banging his head against the wall.
But they still don't have info on Arch, so they could potentially be worried now But to rotate to happen much later. No, simple. Backstabs too.
Yep. That's
Sick play by him.
That's a round-winning play. Look, Magis calls the save in multiple rounds already. This could be another. Despite being so close to the A site, they've lost the bomb over the shoulder. Simple's caught. Zeus preoccupied with flashbangs, and Dupree comes in for another quick sweep. Just like he did in the last round. You know, striking at those opportune moments. Now those moments waning thin. 35 seconds left. Device misses a crucial shot, and Zeus is going to capitalize on it. He knows there's another in library. Bomb still not picked back up, but the kills come back in for NaVi. But his pressure falls on Magisk. He's floating around these positions, but as the flames go out, he's got a perfect chance to catch a couple kills. The flash was there to help. And yet, he finds neither. Those last two players have to run in, and it is utterly denied. The A site, that's going to be a direct counter to anything NaVi's bomb carrier can throw out. Sure enough, that Arch player is rotated over, but he's already very wary, and yep, there you have it. Glaive with a couple kills. Dupree does the same. That's 2 on each side of the map, and Electronic left to pick up too many pieces. Sure, he'll find 1 kill, but that's all.
Whoa.
Top down, gonna section Simple off. He's flashed and fried. Goodbye. In the opening 10 seconds of this one. And down. Zibex wants second servings. He's got Glaive to support him here, but the flashbangs are a little dangerous, and Glaive's going to take some substantial damage. Zibex here to help, lines up the bodies.
Glaive's fine to go back to the well. And jumps up on the wall. That's Electronic.
And they've got those paws on a couple of M4s, so Glaive just needs to strike at the right time, but he overextends. Puts himself into the scope of Flamey. And now Device's scope will drop him back. Bombs planted. 2v2. And unfortunately for these Ts, they are on the chopping block. The frag grenades, the Molotovs, gonna burn Electronic to a crisp unless he hit the swiftest of headshots. Further aggression from Glaive this time around. Not gonna linger around the top of Banana, but rather the bottom of the base. He sets up his operation.
That seems like this is the correct option for sure.
Device gonna get himself that first kill, and Electronic tries to pressure Balk. Magisk opts not to fall off. I mean, he's confident in his teammates' support just nearby. Glaive has also arrived, and it's through the smoke, of course. He catches Zeus. This one's just crumbling around the feet of NaVi. Electronic, the second star, fantastic, sure, but let's be real here, Launders. This is Astralis 2-0 for the night.
Yeah, it seems like it for sure. And Electronic, who was so good in the pit, so good in the first half, is not good enough to bring a round like this back.